Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. This video is going to focus on Blackrock's Science and Technology Trust, or otherwise known as BST. That is the ticker symbol. And I wanted to show you the dividends that I'm receiving every month from this investment. It's one of my larger holdings, not my largest, but it's getting up there. And I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I'm just going to bounce over to M1, and I'm going to show you just the dividends I've received from BST. Let's do real quick sort here. I'm going to narrow this down to BST, and we're just going to do dividends on this only. I'm going to go back to kind of the beginning when I started picking this up. Looks like back in July 2022. You can see very small dividends here, under $1. Then it started picking up. I really started adding a lot of money to the portfolio last fall, where I was distributing money from equity in a home I no longer own. And you can see how this has ramped up, and we're almost to the 270 mark here. Last dividend received was at the end of June for $267.35. I'm going to switch accounts. I'm going to show you the same thing over. I have an IRA where I also have quite a bit of BST as well. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to take a look at BST and dividends only. And let's just go back here. We can see, we'll just go back to last year, to last May. You can see how it was at 169 and it keeps ramping up, and we're almost to the $400 mark. I'm going to show you just in my portfolio here. We can see on my tracking sheet, I'll leave a link below. This is for my shared dividend portfolio. I do most of my videos just on this portfolio alone. But we can see here at BST I have over 1,000 shares, or I can also show it here on M1 as well. In my IRA brokerage, we'll take a look and see how many shares I own. Rather than show you a spreadsheet, it's probably best I just go into the brokerage account and just show it to you real quick. We can see 1,600 shares of BST. I'm going to flip back to my taxable brokerage account. I've got it here in this slice over here. You can see another 1,078 shares. And what I've been doing with this when I received the dividend is I've been reinvesting it back into BST. I'm just going to go over to Blackrock's website here if you're curious to see what this is, but it explains kind of the method of what they're doing with covered calls, and it explains, you can see the investment approach. We're not going to read through this. Just, I would do your own research. This is not investing advice. I'm just going to show you just my holdings within it and what it's been distributing to me. And with it's been average, it's over $600 a month when you add up my taxable brokerage account with the 267, and now close to $400 with the IRA. We can take a look at what's in this, and there's just a lot to go over. We'll take a look at the holdings. You can see what they're holding in this. The exposure breakdowns, mostly United States. Curious a little bit, 5% is Netherlands, even more than China holdings there. You can see who's managing the fund. But let's go back to the overview. I think that the main knock on this, let's see if we can find it, is the fees are right about 1%. And let's see here. Let's go to, maybe it says fund facts. Key facts. But that's probably the biggest knock on this, and a lot of people will shy away from it, is are the fees. So, but for me though, this has been doing quite well, at least from an investment standpoint for me. And let's just take a look at the performance of BST over the last month. You see it's just slightly up, and it's around a 9% yield right now. We'll look at the last 6 months, it's really ticked up. Go to year to date, similar. We'll go out 1 year and 5 years as well. You can see where it really spiked up. We'll see if we get back to these $50 marks, and that would be really nice. That would really improve my gain on this. Just the taxable portion alone, my gain is, I'm over $5,000 up, and you can see almost half that, about half that is in the actual dividends, and half is in capital appreciation, half in the dividend payments. We can take a look. I know I like to benchmark the performance of things against the S&P 500, and this is over at the dividend channel. They have a really nice drip calculator. I'm just going to go back to, let's go back to 2018, and we'll see with $10 or $10,000 invested how it does compared to the S&P 500. We can see it looks like BST, the average annual return is just slightly better than SPY, which is an S&P 500 fund. So it's quite impressive with the dividends reinvested. It's going to beat the S&P 500, and you have all of that income as a result. So to me, that it's a really good investment, at least from my standpoint. But again, this is not investment advice, just maybe it's something to take a look at where you can get that high yield. The current yield is at 8.7%, and that doesn't count something into the equation, and that is capital gains. I'm just going to go over here to dividendinvestor.com and just look at the historical dividends. We can see we've been at 25 cents. Let's go back and see how far. It's just been steady at this 25 cents going all the way back to 2021. And of course I've skipped this, and this is capital gains, and we haven't seen a capital gains distribution on this, and that's probably because of the stock prices, the underlying assets within this CEF. And so if there is ever a capital gains distribution, it's really going to jack up the dividends. So there's two things that could happen hopefully in the future. Is I would like to see another, just a monthly dividend increase. You can see the last one was back in September 2021 from 22.6 to 25 cents in a capital gains distribution. So we'll see if BST will increase this 25 cents. Maybe they'll go up to 27 cents and also have a capital gains distribution. I'd like to see both of those, and if I get one or both, that's really going to change the calculus in this investment. Even if it stays at 25 cents, it's still been really good to me, but who knows? We'll see. I can't predict the future, but I just want to show you what BST is paying me. Again, it's over $600 a month. If I wanted to withdraw this, I could take, looks like at the end of this month, I'm scheduled to get $269.52, and it's going to keep going up as I reinvest those dividends. But thanks everybody for staying to the end of this video. Please click the like button if you get value from this video. Also subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Everyone have a great rest of the week.